Thank you. Summertime. I don't think I've ever seen or heard Summertime sung as a duet, so that was pretty cool. I really enjoyed that. That was quite fun. You won't get that anywhere else, so that just means you have to come back here. All right, so this next tune will be Black Coffee. Hey, how many of y'all are coffee drinkers? Oh, shame on you. Need to get on tea. Sorry. But yeah, this song is a pretty interesting song. I believe it was written in the 30s, maybe before that, but it's really kind of like a ballad, but a moving ballad. So we're going to switch it up and slow it down. And Saskia and I got a lot to say. You know, we have a lot to say about some terrible people, and they've just been causing us so much trouble and turmoil in our lives, and we just got to get it out. So do you mind sipping some tea? We got some tea to tell y'all, so sit back, relax. We just stay there. We got something to tell you. All right. Thank you. I'm feeling mighty lonesome. I haven't slept a wink. I walk the door and wash the door, and in between I drink black coffee. Love's a hand-me-down brew. I'm hanging out on Monday to just get it through.
Talking to the shadows, 1 o'clock till 4, and oh, how slow the moments go when all I do is pour black coffee. Since the blues caught my eye, I'm hanging out on Monday, my Sunday dreams to dry.
Now look, I don't understand this. A man is born to go a-loving. A woman's born to weave and fret.
To stay at home and tend her oven and drown her past regrets in coffee and cigarettes.
Morning all the morning and morning all the night.
In between it's nicotine and not much hard to find. Black coffee, love's a hand-me-down brew. It's driving me crazy, this waiting for my baby to maybe come around. black coffee.
I had to put a little something else in it. But, Thank you. All right, so this next tune we will feature Jamil Sharif on trumpet and our bass player Darianna. So we're gonna step out the way and we're gonna come back for some more music.
Yes, I like to be in the front. Thank you. Hi everyone, good afternoon. I don't have to welcome you again. My name is Darianna. I feel that I should say something about myself.
You should.
My name is Darianna Videaux-Capitel. I'm from Cuba. And this song that we're going to sing together here, and I actually feel weird here. I'm a bassist who knows his place, like her place. I know my place. Anyways, so this song is a traditional Cuban song. It's very popular. What I learned here, that this song is very popular among New Orleans musicians, and I dare say American musicians in general. So Mama Inés is a traditional song, and I hope you enjoy it. There is nothing else to say.
You want to, Darianna, you want to tell them a little bit about the music stuff you're doing next week as well, in case they're around?
Oh, sure. So, yes. Thank you, John. I'm going to be the artist in residency for the Jazz National Park. I've been the artist in residency for one of the artists in residency for July, and I'm going to continue in August, which is coming after July. And I'm going to be performing at the Visitor Center, 419 Decatur Street, every Wednesday at 2 p.m. Every Wednesday, but tomorrow, because tomorrow I am going to be playing again here with another amazing musician from Cuba. Her name is Yusa. So if you're around, come at 2 p.m. because she's like unbelievable. You're gonna have a treat. And yes, those are some of the activities.
Is it Fridays too?
On Fridays, yes. On Fridays too, we have Master Segenon, which is a master drummer and dancer from Ivory Coast, who is having this amazing African drums class. And I'm usually playing with him in the mornings at 12 p.m. and then in the afternoon, I'm also there playing with local musicians. So there is a lot happening. It's amazing to have Jazz National Park. I don't know if you have something like that anywhere in the States, but here. So check it out. Check the program.
Yes. So Wednesday, tomorrow, here, 2 p.m. Friday, noon and 2 p.m. at the Visitor Center at 419 Decatur, which I saw some of you were there earlier with hanging out with me. And then next week, the same thing. Wednesday at 2 p.m. at the Jazz Visitor Center, and Friday as my mic slowly sinks down. All right. We're going to start this one with Thomas. Start.
Ay, mamá Inés, todos los negros tomamos café. Ay, mamá Inés, todos los negros tomamos café. Belén, 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 en donde no anda metía, que entonces su María yo te busqué y no te encontré. sabe casa madrina que ayer me mandó a buscar en el solar de la esquina, que ella vive en el solar, pero ay mamá Inés, todos los negros tomamos café, ay mamá Inés, todos los negros tomamos café. Ay mamá Inés, todos los negros tomamos café. Ay mamá Inés, todos los negros tomamos café. Belén, 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 en donde todos me digan que con Jesús María yo te busqué y no te encontré. Yo estaba en casa de madrina y ayer me mandó a buscar en el solar de la esquina, que ella vive en el solar, pero mamá Inés, todos los negros tomamos café. Ay mamá Inés, todos los negros tomamos café. Thank you so much, Jon Beebe, Jamil Sharif, Thomas Glass on drums. Thank you.
Wasn't that amazing? I felt like I wasn't in New Orleans. All right, so this will be the time that we open up on the stage or audience to ask any questions. This is what makes our programs a little bit different from any other show in New Orleans, is that we want to give you more insight and help you open up your mind about New Orleans music or clear up some misconceptions. So feel free to ask anything. If it's not music related, that's fine. Just talk to us. I'm gonna start asking y'all questions if y'all don't ask us any questions. All right, cool.
All park rangers?
No, only us with the weird uniforms.
Yes, the uniform gives us away.
Yeah, that's the whole, you see. Yeah, it feels, our uniforms are nice, right? Aren't the boots just really cute? Yeah. No, all right.
What?
I'm not gonna answer
What
that
was that?
question. New Orleans.
Who's better, Cuban musicians or New Orleans musicians?
Who's gonna answer that?
Well, I think I will. I will say
Oh.
that Darianna goes to Tulane and is doing her master's in Latin American studies, and I've gone to all of her performances, like the ones she was saying about on Wednesday and stuff. Being an intern at the Jazz Park, I participate in every activity, and she's been educating her audience about how Cuban music and just Caribbean music in general and New Orleans music is so similar, and they influence each other constantly, and historically have many ties one to the other. So essentially, they're the same. So that's why there are a lot of right. It's a good political, easy.
Well, if you didn't know, Saskia, thank you for that. Saskia is also a student at Loyola University, and she's a great student, as you can see. She's unbelievable. She's learning everything. But she's right about it. I tried in my performance, actually, the reason I moved to New Orleans was to explore those roots and routes that are surrounding our music and our cultures from the Caribbean to Cuba to Latin America. In academia and Latin American, like nerd people, we say that New Orleans is the most Caribbean, is the most northern Caribbean city. Not even, we don't even talk about Miami. We talk about New Orleans because historically, till very recently, New Orleans was pretty much in a close connection, cultural, political, economical connection with the Caribbean and with Latin America. And I encourage you all to learn about the history of Louisiana. You probably hear that Louisiana was incorporated to the United States in 1803. So that's pretty recent history. And before that, it was just coming back and forth from Spanish or French rule and French rule. So yeah, that's what I think. That's part of what makes that is a part of what makes New Orleans and Louisiana culture in general so special. I don't know if Master Sheriff here agrees.
Where are you from, sir?
I'm from here via Mississippi. I've been from
Okay. You familiar with Duke Ellington? Count Basie? Who's better? No, the point I'm making is that they're both great pianists, but thank you. They're both great pianists, but they're different. So, in terms of, people ask that question a lot. So, who's the better trumpet player? Who's the better pianist? In terms of, everyone has something to bring to the table. It's just a matter of, in terms of, what catches your attention, what resonates with you. But that being said, just like Jello Roll Morton, another great thing, it's totally different. Fats Waller, Art Tatum, Oscar Peterson, we go on totally different,
I'll believe that.
Okay.
All right, I saw a hand over here. Yes. Well,
For like 30 minutes before you guys walk in.
yeah. And it's a different, thank you. It's a different band every week. Well, last week it was the same, ensemble. It just depends on what's happening. John, you get more insight on that?
Well, we're trying to keep the same group together each month, but there's no rehearsal time really except for what they said, about 30 minutes before we get together, we talk down the music, and then we perform it for y'all. So you have to come with the knowledge and skill to be able to do that, or else it would be an utter disaster. But it's part of the gig, and it's not just us that does that, but when you go, like to Frenchman Street, or, you go to Preservation Hall, whatever, they're playing stuff that they know it, they talk it, they do it. And when they're playing their music, they're communicating via music with each other, and, looking and that too. So it's a constant communication going on. But you have to bring that skill level with you already.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, usually you don't see the bassist as the singer, so I'm just curious, what was your first foray into music? Was it bass? Was it singing?
Oh, yes. Thank you for that question. I will be super honest with you. I don't consider myself a singer. I was always playing bass pretty much till I got to the States 4 years ago. And I started just singing in choir. In Cuba, we go to music school to learn classical music, so that was pretty much my education up till college. I was playing classical music, and then I started playing Cuban traditional music, Afro-Cuban music, jazz, Latin jazz, not jazz, correction, Afro-Cuban jazz or Latin jazz. And yes, and that's how I got here. Thank you.
Well, any more questions? Well, we have a whole lot of time, so you better start thinking. We're going to sing a song, and then we're going to come back to more questions. The next tune that we will sing. Oh, yeah, Sasha's going to sing. Wow, that's great. I get to get off the stage. Fly Me to the Moon. We'll do that.
Real classic. All right. So last four.
It is in, it's in F. The first chord's a D minor. We're gonna start on the last four. So we're gonna start on the last four, and that was the rehearsal for this song.
let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words, hold my hand. In other words, baby, kiss me. Fill my heart with song and let me sing forevermore. You are all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, please be true. In other words, I love you. Fly Me to the Moon. Now we'll welcome Jade back to sing Girl from Ipanema. We're traveling, guys. We went to Cuba, New Orleans, now we're going to Brazil.
passage each one he passes go. How can I tell him I love him? How can I tell him I love him? Yes, I would give my heart gladly, but each day when he go to the sea, he looks straight ahead, not at me. Tall and tan and lovely, the boy smiles, but I don't see. Say ba-do ge ba ba ba-do da de de da ba da. Sweet ba-do-do ba-boo ba de da de 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 de. Ba-do-do ba-do-boo ba-wee de 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 ba ba-do-do-do. Say ba-de ba de de. Ba 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 ba. Yes, da-do-da-da, ba-do, ba-do-do. Jon Beebe. Tall and tan and young and handsome, the boy from Ipanema goes walking, and when he passes each one, he passes go. But when he walks, it's like a samba, the sway is so cool and swings so gentle that when he passes each one, he passes go. Oh, but I watch him so sadly. How can I tell him I love him? Yes, I would give my heart gladly, but each day when he walks to the sea, he looks straight ahead, not at me. Tall and tan and young and lovely, the boy from Ipanema goes walking, and when he passes, I smile, but he doesn't see. Thank you. Thank you so much. Man, I counted that song off fast. I was like, whoa, we're going with it now. Shoot. Yeah. Oh man, it was supposed to be drawn out, but that's okay. You're gonna ask some questions, and we're gonna answer some things. And if not, I'm gonna ask some questions, and You might answer some things we don't know. What? We're just.
I'm just playing behind you.
Oh, okay.
I'm just giving you background
I
music.
kind of get distracted by that. I don't know how to think and listen at the same time, or talk and listen. I can only do one.
Well, don't talk to me.
All right. Well, I don't know. What do y'all want to know? Influence me? That's a great question. Drake, definitely. I love me some Drake. Seriously, but no. Jasmine Sullivan. A lot of non-jazz musicians really influence me. I mainly listen when I'm listening to jazz music. It's more so to understand the vocabulary, but like for as who I get like my actual sound from and like style. If I'm going to like name a jazz artist, I would say like Ella Fitzgerald, Thelonious Monk. I play a little bit of piano, so I try to like think like a pianist in a way, but not sing like one, because pianos can't do what we do, you know. Voice is really cool. We're a nice instrument. But no, yeah, that's about it. Drake, Jasmine Sullivan, and Ella Fitzgerald. Yeah. And Adele too. I love Adele. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Very out there.
Yeah.
Question.
Yes.
There is a question.
Yes,
All
sir.
right. Yeah.
My turn.
After having been here for a little while and having lived in Cuba, do you feel like you were able to focus more having been in Cuba, where you might have been distracted by all the things here like internet and what have you? Do you think you were more focused there growing up learning?
That's an interesting question. That's a very interesting question. You mean focus on my studies, for instance? Oh, well, definitely makes a difference. Growing up, having like no phones, no internet, no computer in my house or anything. But we had other things to, if you want to waste your time, if you want to play outside, like, you know, you just do it. It's definitely a different upbringing, but going more personal, I admire a lot the educational system here. I have learned a lot and grown a lot in 4 years navigating the educational system in the States. And there are a lot of things that I wish I had before, like how to register for classes online. Oh, I didn't know how to do that. Okay, I need a little basic course to learn that. It's just, it's different. Culturally, it's very different. As Professor Maestro Sharif said, it's different. And every culture, every country has its struggles and also advantages, right? I guess. Does that answer your question? And I recognize you both from last Friday. Hi.
All right, we got 5 more minutes of questions. Let's go.
Oh my God.
All right, we're gonna do 1, 2, 3. That's how I saw it. All right.
So in uniform, did you guys have to audition to get your Park Service job?
Not
Yes.
necessarily. It's different from him, different from me. All right, in the back.
To add a little more about the question that he asked is, I studied in Cuba too, in the School of Music, and I am a musician too, I learn piano. And in the school, when you study in Cuba, it's like you need to be, they are very strict when you enter to the school. So you need to focus and you need to practice every day to stay in the school. It's free, but you need to really practice a lot to stay at the school, because it's very serious education. Like for example, here the students want to learn music, you pay for that. But if you want to be like a hobby, it's okay. But it's not too strict like in Cuba. But it's very strict to stay at the school, so you need to be very serious and pass a lot of tests to stay in the school and all that.
¿Eres cubana?
Yes, sí.
Ay.
Cubana y pianista.
¿Serio? Ay, mi madre. Bueno, ahora hablamos. But definitely yes to that, actually.
Yeah.
I repeat it. No,
Yeah, for
everyone
Facebook.
here for Facebook.
Yeah.
No, it's just she's explaining. She just explained. Oh my God, I can't believe I forgot how it was just being in the school for music, only for music. I remember there was a time when I wanted to be a doctor, and I was literally, I had to choose. Okay, either I stay in the school and keep learning music, or I leave the school and forget about music and then go to study to become a doctor. So those type of things that you don't have, you really have to choose between two things and think more of a professional. This is your career since you are, and she started probably at 7 years old. I started at 9. And then that's what you do the rest of your life. It's actually scary. But here we are.
All right. And the last question?
It's not a question, it's a request. Do you guys do gospel?
Gospel? She does. No, we don't do any gospel, apparently.
You don't sing no gospel?
I do sing gospel. Yeah,
Well,
but it's,
People Get Ready could be considered a gospel tune. Would you say that? I mean, not technically, but
No, he's talking about that old gospel, like, you know, down by the riverside, let it shine, some of the old.
yeah. I mean, sure. I mean, honestly, that's more like hymns to me. When I think of gospel, I come from a later generation. I always think Kirk Franklin, Yolanda Adams. Do y'all know any of these people? All right, great. I was like, oh man. Chris Tomlin, maybe. This Little Light of Mine, sure. Oh my goodness. All right. Oh Lord.
You're about to witness something now.
What are we gonna
Totally unrehearsed.
This Little Light of Mine.
What key?
What do you live for?
Whatever key that is. What is that? C.
This little light of mine.
Mm,
This little light of mine.
Little light of mine.
We're gonna let
it
it
should
shine.
just be 1 and 4 and 5.
It's not quite this close.
Do we have to do it? All right.
One to four. That's basically it. That was our
how's
rehearsal.
the song?
It's a rehearsal. Wow. Let's see.
So see, I'll give it to you. Yeah, you got it.
All right. 1, a 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Need y'all to clap your hands like we in church. Y'all want church? We gonna give it to you. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Oh, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Say
I'm gonna let it shine.
this
Little light of mine.
I'm gone.
I'm gonna let it shine. Yes,
Oh, this
little light of mine.
I'm gone.
I'm gonna let it shine.
Say-
Let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine.
Say everywhere I go.
Everywhere I go,
I'm gonna let it shine.
I'm gonna let it shine.
Say everywhere.
Everywhere I go,
I'm gonna let it shine.
I'm gonna let it shine.
Everywhere I go.
I'm gonna let it shine.
Let it shine. Let it shine. Let it Oh my goodness, that was great without a rehearsal. Wow.
Thank you for that request. That was fun.
Yes. Actually, we have another gospel song. It's When the Saints Go Marching In. We're gonna send you out with that one. Just could have asked one more question, then we would have went on to it. But that was fun. One more thing is about gospel music. What I love about it, and also it's very much different. Just like different type of genres, it evolves. But with my church, it depends on the church that you go to. So I go to a non-denominational one, but the feel of it is very much Baptist-ish-esque. And so we have great musicians like Ryan Baptiste, Michael Tarragano, who's over at Louis Armstrong Center. And we listen to a lot of upbeat, like Donald Lawrence tunes, but like the music is very, I don't want to say, it's complex. You have horn players in there, they have horn lines in there, a whole piano line, the bass player's doing one thing, the pianists in organ are like going in and out and doing all type of crazy stuff. The drummer is like going crazy. And so I feel like these hymns give the like foundation, but we expanded on this music so much. So check out Kirk Franklin, Donald Lawrence. Actually, The Best Is Yet to Come is like one of my favorite songs. So check that out. I'll be jamming out to it on the way out of here. But yeah, we're gonna sing this. We're gonna do this last song, When the Saints Go Marching In. And yeah, send y'all on out of here. And another thing about church is that everybody stands up and claps their hands. So I'm gonna need all y'all to stand up and clap your hands for this last song, all right? All right, cool. We might get a little second line going on. Yeah, gonna take it out here. If y'all want second line on out, that's fine with me. I'ma tell you when the saints go marching in. Let's take it out. Oh, oh, when the saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in. How I want to be in that number. When the saints go marching in. One more time, one more time. When the saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in. How I want to be in that number. When the saints go marching in. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Jamil Sharif on trumpet. Thomas Glass on drums. Darianna Videaux-Capitel on bass. Jon Beebe on piano. Saskia Walker on voice.
And Jade Purdue.
Yes, that's my name. Thank y'all for joining in at this jazz/gospel concert, I guess. Again, we are down on Their Luck Orchestra, comprised of park rangers and local musicians. If you're interested in any more of our programs, please visit mps.gov/jazz or nolajazzmuseum.org. And see y'all next time. We'll be back next Tuesday. Have a good trip.